Orion Southern Star Okinawa beer. So much for my Coors Light product placement revenues. But when in Rome, this is Crazy on You, Heart. I think that's certainly one of my favorite songs from the 70s. A lot of great things about it. Wilson Sisters, rock and roll history, so that's great. But it has a really driving rhythm. That's a cool driving rhythm, has a great lick. And then it has a really cool refrain, which it's nice, powerful. I love crescendos, and it's got all that stuff in melodic. But also, probably one of my favorite things is the intro, the acoustic hook. So, but it's really tough, if not impossible, to kind of to imitate that on the uke, or to mimic it. However, you can imitate and just give it a shot. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here. So this is my version of that. I'm going to go ahead and do my intro, and then and maybe some of the intro licks, not the best I can. Then I'll kind of break it down how it is. And then otherwise, it's just a matter of playing along with the chords and having fun with that. So basically the intro. That's kind of the intro. So tough to do that perfectly, like I said, but you can still have fun with it. So that's basically it. It's kind of an A minor song. So the intro is, I'll just kind of show you the best I can. There's no real great chords to it, but I'll just go and do it kind of open. And my picking for the most part, as you know, is 3, 2, 1 on the bottom two strings. That's usually where I'm kind of picking. So this is basically, the nice thing about A minor chord, you just pick open and you got it. And that's basically going. That's pretty much the intro, and it just does different versions of that. So open, and then it's gonna be 5, 3, 2, 3, and then open. And then you're doing G to G sharp and do a slide. And then open on A minor. And then you're doing the D chord, but basically you're doing the high version, which is the bar on the 5th fret, crushing the bottom 2, and then stepping up like that. That's the bar D. So, and then the G, and then open for A minor, and then doing it again. And then do it again, G sharp, that slide, and then open again, then D, G, then this is the last time, open, and then you're doing G, and now you get into kind of a cool riff. You can either do like that, or you can do it on the bottom string. So I'll do it on the bottom string, because if you're beginning, it's kind of maybe a little easier. So you can pretty much just do 3, 5, 7 with your index, middle, and pinky, and then sliding that down. So that's kind of nice. 7, 5, 3, 2, and then open, and then F chord, and then you go this original riff again. And then you go to E chord, which is that bar on the kind of upper 3 strings on the 4th fret. And then here you're basically going to be doing some picking. So pretty much something along those lines. But basically you're going to end up with the E chord. And then you put your pinky on the 7th fret of the 2nd string, and then crush the bottom of the last one. So I can do it again. Like that. So that's it. So I'll show you that last part again. And then D, which is a nice ending point, and it pauses, which is nice because it gets you ready to do the next note, which I then kind of switch my ring finger. So basically you slide up from 7 to 8, and then you're doing a hammer like that. You're putting your index on 7 and hammering on 8 and opening up like that. So ready? So you go, and then you're going. So whoops. That's how I'm doing this one. So and then you go into on the second string, 8th, 7th, and you're doing a hammer. And then you're on the 5th to 4th, that slide. And the reason you do that with your index fingers, then you're ready for the next bit, which is like that, which is a cool way to end it. So I'll do that again. And then slide, then open, hammer on the 4th, and then 5th, 7, and then you play the bottom on the bottom string on the 7th, like that. I'll do it again. And then you kind of pause, and that's just a nice ending point. And now we get into the riff, which is just it's just a chord. So you'll see that on any chord sheet. A minor, F, A minor, F, and then it goes G, A minor, F, G, A minor, F, G, A minor, G, F, A minor. That's it. But they're doing kind of. So they're doing that kind of strumming. So so that's how they're doing. Now we're getting into, you can just play the chords like I showed you, or the riff, which is way better on the guitar, but you have to go real high on the uke, unfortunately. So I'll just do it. That's pretty much it. But it doesn't sound as full for sure, and it's kind of tough to hit. So the way I do it is F, and then A minor. This is the beginning of the riff. So on the bottom string, you're doing your index and your middle ring finger and your index right there on the 5th and 7th, and you're pulling off. And then you're keeping that same position and going on the 3rd string. Then you're basically going 8, 7, 5. So doing a hammer. And then you just play the F chord. It's tough though, you gotta jump to it, which is the tough part. So you do that twice, and then the 3rd time you're going to G. And then you're repeating it. Then to F. Then repeating it again. Oops, sorry. And then here you're just going to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and then you're playing the A chord. So that's it. I'll do it again one more time. So then A minor. And the nice thing about the A minor, I forgot to remind you, the open chord is the A minor. Technically you want to hit the top string of the 2nd fret. It mimics that bottom string, but you can still play like this, and that's an A minor. And the reason that's important here is you can play nice and open and get all the way up here and ready to rock. A minor chord, and now you're ready to rock. So that's nice. That's very convenient with this key. So it's A minor, F chord, G, open, which is the A minor, F, G, open, A minor. Now you're going to go to the G chord, and then you're going to go back to the riff, and then the F, and then back to the riff, and then after that chord you're going to go to the third on the second string, and then A minor open, which is open. You can just do it that way, or if you can get up here. I'll do it one more time. There you go. So that's the riff. You can hear, you know, I was totally messing it up, and I've played it a bit. It's tough to get it perfect, so that's life. So that's it. And then the intro riff, again, that kind of stuff's on the chord sheet. So, but it goes from basically F sharp minor, which is this chord. It's kind of like you're playing a minor with. Well, I do it basically like I'm playing a G chord, but I just take my middle finger off and slide it down. That's your F sharp minor. And it goes to B minor, which is bottom 3 of the second, and C minor, C sharp minor, is bottom 3 of the fourth. And then it goes back to B minor, C sharp minor, back B minor, then to D, which is weird, D major, which is just crushing the upper 3 of that same fret, or playing clean, and then to A. So that's how that refrain goes. So, but I'll show you another version you can do, which is more of a crescendo. So if you know a G minor shape, so basically a G is this, but a G minor shape is this. So second fret, first string, and then your middle finger is on the third fret, third string, and your ring is on the second or fourth fret, second string. That's basically a minor shape all the way up in different chords. So you'll see why that's an alternate version here. So you go F sharp minor, then B sharp minor, and then C sharp minor. And rather than going back to B minor down low, here you do a higher version of that, which is up here, that G minor shape, but starting on the 5th fret. And then you can actually go higher for C sharp minor, sliding it to the 7th fret. And then you can actually go to the B minor by doing the E minor shape all the way up on the 9th fret with the anchor on the 9th fret. So that kind of adds a little more character. B minor, C sharp minor, then back to B minor, but this shape, upper shape, C sharp minor, then high B minor, and then you go to D, and then A. But you don't have to do this, but it's just an option. And then the nice thing is that no matter how you do it, then it's the big crescendo transition is E major, which is just, I don't know why it's so good, but it is. So you're just playing an E major, then you're holding it. Let's see, what else is there? I'm sure there's, there's actually some other licks you can kind of imitate somewhere in between the songs. So they do an A minor to D major, A minor. Then you can do that, which is kind of cool. It's fat. You can do fat, but slowly is. And you bend. So it's A minor. So on the bottom string it's 5, hammer off 3, and then third fret on the bottom string, and you can do it twice, and then hit the bottom string 5th fret, and you can bend like that. So A minor, D major. You have to do it fast to fit it in there, or you can just do one if you don't want to fit it in there that fast. And then you do it again. You can do it up here, or you can go up high. Like that, which is cool. So that is up on way up here on the, I always have to count 5, 7, 10, 12th fret with a ring. 10. And on the 2nd string. And then hit it. So A minor, D twice. And then you can actually, rather than do this low A minor, you can do high A minor to high beat in D. And then go up high. I tell myself I'm doing So it is tough to do, but you don't have to do everything in there, and you can just have fun with it. If somebody else is playing, then you can do the lead. So that's the way I do it, best I can. Enjoy, and it is now, enjoy this beautiful sunset. Toodaloos.